Hey folks, it's Michael Johnson. Welcome to this week's Energy Sketch. I was out for a bike ride a few weeks ago on the lovely Lachine Canal shown here in Montreal and snapped this picture from the side of the canal showing some of these old industrial heritage of Montreal, like these water towers sitting on top of these industrial buildings. And there's another landmark in downtown Montreal that's this now unused, guaranteed Pure Milk Company Limited milk bottle water tower on top of a building. And I believe it was sort of relocated from another building that used to be a milk factory, right? A milk producer in the city of Montreal. And they had this water tower storing water for the industry, for use of the building. And it just made me think that we should really be looking to reclaim that kind of rugged and robust, simple systems that help us weather kind of like uncertainties and events, weather events, power outages, things like this. Like if you have a water tower on the top of your building, you don't need power to drive pumps to move your water up to, say, in tall buildings, things like this. And it reminds me also of something that's really common in countries like Turkey and elsewhere, these sort of solar thermal water tower collectors would be spread across everyone's roof, right? All the apartment buildings would have multiple. Every unit would have their own solar hot water heater on the roof with a small tank to collect and hold that hot water. So again, you lose your gas, you lose your power, then you have a backup, and it can really make a difference for heating, I believe. So there's a modest proposal here to revisit more the simple, rugged, and robust kind of known carbon-free, no moving parts kind of technology that could really make a difference for the energy transition in terms of robustness and resilience of this. Versus, let's maybe try to spend less time on the techno-wiz-bang-gadget gamified blah, blah, blah kind of archetype of innovations, so-called innovations, where we sometimes tend to go. Those are my thoughts for today, folks. After going for a nice bike ride, a nice walk by the Lachine Canal in Montreal, the old industrial area that used to have ships, they used to go through there, the industrial, ships carrying all sorts of goods from the industrial heart of Montreal, and now they no longer do. So it's a sort of, you can take your pleasure craft, you can go kayaking in that canal. Unfortunately, you can't really swim there, which is another thread for another time. And now, right, we have bigger and bigger ships, and they have their own seaway where they avoid the rapids. But that's a topic for another energy sketch, maybe around the Great Lakes and the shipping network and canals and how we could decarbonize Great Lake shipping. There's a topic for another week. So, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to this week's energy sketch. See you next time, Monday, 12 p.m. Episodes premiere on youtube.com/@energy sketch. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that algorithmic stuff. If you love the content, give me a little love, and thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time. Toodaloo!